Welcome to New Teacher Induction Training. Now that you've joined our Google Classroom, we're going to explore some of the options that are available to you as a teacher. The view that you see here is the teacher view. The student view looks a little different. However, I wanted to use this view so you as a teacher can see how to set up different elements of Google Classroom. The first item that I want to introduce you to is setting up a survey for your students. When you create a survey, you can ask them just about any question you like. A couple different choices. This one is a multiple choice survey that asks students, or for you teachers, when I'm not teaching, I like to, and then you can give students some multiple choice options for them to choose from. You can also allow students to see the classroom summary, or if you want to keep this information private, you can turn it off. When you hit save, it publishes to the Google Classroom stream. The next item you will want to use in Google Classroom is the assignment option. When you click the plus at the bottom right-hand corner, you have some options here. For this one, you'll want to click Create Assignment, and that's what I've done to create this. When you create an assignment, you can add attachments, Google Drive documents, YouTube videos, or links to various websites. In this one, for you as new teachers, I've included a link to our Pretzel Pride homepage, as well as logging in to Skyward for the first time. When you hit save, that sends the assignment to everyone in the classroom. This next entry serves two purposes. One, to introduce you to another way of creating assignments in Google Classroom, and another purpose is to introduce you as teachers to creating your own personal teacher web page. As you can see here, the first part are the instructions. Now, one limitation Google Classroom has, you cannot change the font, italics, color, or bold or underline. And so you sort of have to get creative on using dashes and enters and spacing out your content to make it easy for everyone to read. But in this case, I've titled it Teacher Web Page, and there's two parts to it. The first part is creating a Weebly website, and part two is learning how to link your website to the Pretzel Pride homepage. So here are my specific instructions to you. And then what I've done down below is included links to 6 or 7 different websites of current New Berlin junior high or high school teachers, so you can see all the different options you have available to you. One of the great things about Google Classroom is it is completely integrated all of the other Google apps for education. For example, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Forms, Google Sites, Drawings, etc. All of those are seamlessly synced with your Google Classroom. When you create assignments, you have a variety of sharing options. For example, you can create a Google Drive document for your students to view the document only. All students can edit one document, therefore eliciting large group collaboration. And then finally, you can take a template and then create one copy for each of your students. Therefore, they're all working in the same in their own document rather than the same document. You can also include YouTube videos, as well as various URL links. In this section, you can explore the various ways of interacting with other Google apps for education within Google Classroom. One of the best parts about Google Apps for Education and Google Classroom is being able to assign tests to your students directly from Google Classroom. This is a good example of integrating a Google form into a Google Classroom assignment. When your students click on the Google form, it will open up a testing document. One thing you always want to make sure when using Google Forms is that you tell it to collect the email addresses of your students. Otherwise, you'll have a lot of tests and a lot of answers, but you won't know which one goes with which student. For me, I have 3 sections of the same class, and rather than sorting through all 75 or 80 of my students in one document, I have them select which class period they're in, therefore I can sort and grade them easier that way. Also, rather than publishing all of my test questions and answers to the internet, I post a blank form, and then students actually use a paper copy of the test that includes the question and their answer choices. So when they're finished, they don't actually have access to the test, and I can change this test around from year to year. At this time, I would like for you to make sure that you are logged into Google Classroom and start at the top and work your way down to the bottom and make sure that you complete all of the assignments that you have for your new teacher induction training on day 1. Good luck.